Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Ethereum has broken micro support, which makes this entire structure even more messy. I mean, it's just a sideways range, but another failure of following through to the upside, and another attempt to break down. Now, there are a couple of important support levels we should now be watching on the Ethereum chart. Quick reminder. What is the bearish scenario? Let's call it short-term bearish scenario. Here we're dealing with the yellow wave count, in which the larger degree fourth wave is still unfolding. Not unlikely at all. I mean, I've been warning about Ethereum, can't really do more. I've been highlighting how weak it is. Been highlighting that it is just much weaker than Bitcoin. I don't see any point in, when we talk about investments or long-term swing trade positions or something, anything really, to look more into ETH than Bitcoin, because Ethereum is just weaker. Yeah, once Ethereum starts to outperform Bitcoin, we can react, but it's not doing that at this stage. It hasn't done it in the entire cycle. So just please understand that. So typically that means that if Bitcoin breaks support, Ethereum breaks even more. So in the yellow count, we can explore the idea that Ethereum formed a B wave top, and we're moving down in wave C now towards 1800. So pretty much below 2000, I would say. Yeah? This obviously first requires a break of certain support levels to confirm. We have a first indication already, or first confirmation, which was the break below micro support, which I've taken off the chart earlier today, and a break below the green line. I'm talking about a sustained break here because that's a support area or support line, trend line really, on the daily chart. It would confirm it further, and then a break below that, what is that here, 2155 level, the 6th of September high would confirm it further. Why that level? Because as long as we're holding that level, the upside wave count is technically intact, and then we're dealing with a wave 1, a wave 2, and then a larger A wave. So what we had before as A has moved over here. B, C. So that's possible. A, B, C in a larger A wave. This could now be a B wave, but it looks quite impulsive. So that's why I said in one of the updates I provided earlier today to members, it needs to prove itself. The white scenario needs to prove itself. I don't trust it. And the main reason why I don't trust it is because we don't see any... I mean, we're in a downtrend. We have been in a downtrend since... March, right? Without any clear reversal signal to the upside, and therefore I've been warning throughout that we haven't seen any impulses to the upside, right? So it's just extremely fragile. And then on top of that, the issue that Ethereum has just not been able to outperform Bitcoin at all gives you a deadly mix, right? So I think the levels should be clear. The let's say the alternative bullish scenario, it's just... Whenever a market or any chart has a chance to follow through to the upside based on a setup or a structure, and it doesn't do it, but there was a setup, there was a chance for one more high, and it's not doing that, then it's often breaking it. It's often breaking the larger, in this case, bullish assumption. But it would require a break below the red line at 2155 to confirm that. So at the moment, I'm tracking here this idea of a WXY structure that completed. The problem is it doesn't really look finished. Okay, so we have an A, B, but the C wave was very short. We have to see. Okay, again, I can only warn about this chart until we get really a proper 5-wave move up followed by a 3-wave pullback. We don't really have a clear setup, but we're back in the main support area. So I think at the moment, what might be reasonable to do is to watch for the price to unfold in wave C. See if it's following through. If it is, from down here, to watch for 1-2 setup to the upside. Or, once we get closer to the red line, and we see a 1-2 setup to the upside, which could represent the 1-2 setup in wave C in white, it might be another possible setup, yeah? But we're back in the larger range as well for anybody who's looking into Ethereum positions, a swing trade or something, even though Bitcoin is still outperforming, so I don't know why. But that is typically the area where we would watch on the larger time frame, for a reaction. Let me go to the larger time frame ETH daily chart. Shouldn't be surprised. That level, we talked about that, or area rather, here, yeah, with support pretty much down to 1790. So this is the area where the price has reacted now a few times, but hasn't provided a sufficient buy reaction. Again, that just simply means we don't have a reliable low in place. But the parameters should be clear. Below 1790, a more bearish interpretation on the daily chart is required. That's just a quick update about Ethereum. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.